Okay, the camera's rolling. Roman Reigns is in the shot. We should be good to
go. Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. He's in the shot, pussy boys.
Oh, all right.
God. Okay, I don't really... All right, we're just gonna... Basically, the way this stuff works, I talked about it with Austin, is just basically...
You just talk, right?
Literally, that's fucking... It's
like casual, yeah.
Yeah, like, people try to make it like... I love... Like, I notice it nowadays more than anything when, like, I see it with, like, radio people, how they have a radio voice, and they're like, oh, hey, how you doing? We're going to take a look at the weather today. It's like, nobody fucking talks like that, you jerk off.
I'm going to try and talk like that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, guys.
Hey, it's Paul Kavanaugh reporting live from Mattapoisett. Be like, I literally end the fucking call.
yeah, you know, we no longer have a guest today.
Yeah, we had a guest. He was a fucking total dweeb, so
we fired him.
Yeah, we got rid of his ass.
We nixed him.
So the name of this is going to be Uncensored with Paul, but it's partially censored.
Yeah, because I'm not doing that real
Because you don't want to touch one of the topics.
Yeah, I feel uncomfortable doing that one, to be honest.
You're a pussy.
I know, I need to censor that one.
You're a giant pussy. I hope you know that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair game.
All right, well, let's talk about keto then.
Oh, dude, that's terrible.
So you came over, Jesus Christ, Tuesday night, and I'm in the midst of doing keto right now for a week, just trying to do it to cut down on some water weight. And fuck off, dude. Fuck off. You're such a cunt.
Like, this Michelob, I was gonna get Blue Moon, but there's too many carbs. I had to go with my Michelob, which only has 5 carbs a bottle.
Actually, it's not true. Yours had 5. Oh. Mine had 2.6.
Oh, look at you.
I couldn't. Oh. So that's what I kind of want to touch on. I did keto for like literally months. If you haven't been able to tell, dickhead, I started the show.
Hey, fuck you,
I don't really do intros. Intros are for fucking bores. Like, hey, how's it going? I'm DJ K, and today we're gonna introduce the podcast. Like, it's 2019. You click on a fucking video, you realize what you're watching. People are like, oh, you need to reset. You need to tell people who you are. Go ahead.
I would kind of like an introduction, to be fair.
You know what? I'm just happy that you talk, because the last guest I had on, he would never fucking interrupt me. Total fucking push job that kid was.
Are you talking about the kid I don't know?
Yeah, Austin. Total kid? Fucking puss. Yeah, total fucking puss. Did not say a word. He's like, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, whatever. We'll get into keto. So basically, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah. Why would you ever do that? It sounds shitty.
Honestly, as the week's coming to a wind, it was a horrible idea. It was a horrible idea.
Like, dude, you made those like depression donuts, like those fucking almond flour.
I'm
and
literally
water.
going
like that's horrible.
I'm going to post a picture of those so we can see.
Do it.
Like, you think about that for a second. Think about how lucky I am to be born into like America, a great family, surrounded by great people. Like, we got some money.
You just eat fucking third world country food. Like, dude, this is the shit that like they're cooking out in like the Saharan desert on fucking open fires. Like, they're fucking almond flour donuts.
Yeah, they're cooking like, almond flour donuts with like fucking ground ground cinnamon and stevia toppings for a cinnamon.
Yep.
Oh,
they just
Christ.
They farm it. They farm it. They farm stevia.
Yeah, I get. But basically, what I'm using it for is to cut down on water weight a little bit. I think I've become a little bit adapted because I did this a couple months ago and it worked like a charm. And now I did it and like I literally haven't noticed any fucking difference. I think I got like a little sympathy compliment from my dad. I think, you know, like when people give you those little like sympathy compliments.
Oh, like he was losing his son to a pussy diet?
No.
No?
I was like, Dad, I don't think it's working. And he was like, no, like I could notice it. I'm like, no, you fucking can't.
Notice. I can notice it. I think you'd be able to notice it if you were like fat, like if you were like old Tommy, like young Tommy, then it'd be noticeable. But since you're like already thin, like what are you gonna like lose like 3 pounds?
Literally, dude, 3 pounds makes a massive fucking difference.
I know, but you're at the point where you wouldn't see it.
I mean, thank you very much. I guess. But yeah, no, I'm literally using it. Like, this is the sadness of the culture that we're in. I'm literally gonna use it for like I did it this whole week. Just to snag a couple of good beach pictures, and if I can do that, I was happy. Like, that's how sad my life is at this point.
I hope it rains every single day, so that you just can never get a good picture. I hope that you have to like Photoshop a sunny like day just to get like a picture.
Well, I thought about that too. Like, what a dickhead I am. Like, I was like, hey, you know, why don't I was like, I'm good with Photoshop. I took classes on this shit. Like, why don't you just Photoshop it?
Bullshit it, yeah. Just give yourself like a giant ass that like distorts like the entire beach.
No,
And then,
I
like
mean I could just take let's pretend. I mean I'm going there tomorrow or whatever it is.
yeah,
Tomorrow is supposed to be sunny, what have you, and like so I'll get my picture and then I'll go back. I'm done with keto from there. But like, why
yeah,
didn't I just take a regular ass picture of me like same shape I was in like a week ago, and just fucking edit it? Not even like the
yeah.
weather. I'm just saying like add some more definition.
Oh no, I wasn't saying the weather, but you know those like bad Instagram models that like you go on and like they have like massive butts, but then like the railing they're standing on, like if they're on like a balcony, it'll be like fucking warped to shit because they didn't like edit that back down. Like I'm
Yeah,
saying like that's what you could do. Like everything would be
I
warped
think I
around you.
could.
Just, yeah.
I
You
mean,
be one of those.
yeah, I think I could do that. But basically, what I wanted to say is that like what I've realized is I will never do keto again.
Yeah, why would you?
I honestly, you know what my problem is? I'm a fucking extremist. Or extremist. I don't know how the fuck you would say that. I started working in fucking orthologics, so there's a bunch of words that go both ways. That was fucking.
All right, fair.
No, it wasn't fair. I should have just said extremist like a normal fucking human being.
Oh, extremist.
Yeah, extremist. That almost sounded like that. Yeah, there we go. That's borderline. Well, hey, how you doing? Thanks
I
for
know.
tuning in. Yeah, like nobody
Tonight's
fucking
special.
talks like that. Tonight's
Extremist
special.
Tommy Kimball talks about extreme shit.
Talks about depression donuts.
Oh my god.
Christ have mercy. Like people like that. People like probably in like the ghetto, whatever. Like looking at like they're like eating like probably better food than me.
Yeah. No one's eating those shitty ass donuts.
Yeah, my dad ate one. I think that was another sympathy comment he gave.
And
me.
do what? Did he cry? Did he like
No,
cry?
he was like, he didn't cry. He's like, you could see like the slight depression on his face, and he was like, yeah, they're okay.
Yeah, they're not too bad.
Yeah, it was just another one of those, like Tommy, like, fucking live a little bit, would you?
Yeah, eat a fucking bowl of Cheerios, bud. Figure it out.
Cheerios are disgusting.
All right, Honey Nut Cheerios are not that bad. Come
Honey
on.
Nut Cheerios are disgusting.
No, they're not, dude. All right, have you ever had Frosted Cheerios, though? Those things are actually kind of bomb.
No, and I don't intend to.
No, dude, they're actually not bad. Frosted Cheerios, they're like better than Frosted Flakes.
I think the only cereal I've ever eaten is Reese's and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Of course.
Because those are like, what, the two most sugary out there?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, those were Fat Tommy days.
Well, I think Cookie Crisp is like more sugary than those two.
Yeah, but see, that's where my mom would come and be like, "No, that's unhealthy."
But she'd still buy you
Yeah,
CT Crunch and fucking
CT Crunch was on
peanut
on
butter cups
deck,
and
on fucking deck.
too much peanut butter crunch makes too much Tommy.
That's what my people don't know. My
Oh,
mom used
they
to
don't,
say-
they don't.
Shit, that's what I'm saying. But I gotta inform the people. I mean, this is what we fucking do.
Oh, for sure.
So, I was really fat when I was a kid, and my mom used to try to get me to cut down on things. You'd like talk to 12-year-old Tommy, and my mom would be like, "Too much pizza makes too much Tommy," and I was like, "Okay, mom, like let me just get this fucking fifth slice and go play Nintendo 64 for 3 hours."
I think Madden 12, not Nintendo 64.
But was I when I was 12? Was it Madden? No.
Yeah, you
No.
played Madden 10. Madden
Was
10,
it?
11. Yeah,
All right. Fair
Madden 10
enough.
was like 6th grade.
Bring out the fucking history books, I guess. On July 22nd, 2012.
2:35 p.m.
2:35 p.m. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up on keto that it basically sucks ass. I would never recommend it. Oh, I didn't even get to the point about being an extremist. You know, I'm gonna say extremist just to piss people off now.
Do it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm an extremist. Fucking cunts. I'm an extremist. How's that sound?
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm fucking reeling it in today.
I don't think I love it, to be honest.
And, you know, well,
I don't think I
fuck
like
you.
it.
I don't like you either. I'm fucking doing you a favor by having you on the
Fine,
show.
I'm glad. I'm glad if you don't like me, dude. I don't want to be associated with some keto fucking some donut eating
Depression donut
freak.
eating.
Yeah, freak.
Yeah. Oh, Christ have mercy. But basically, an extremist, like the whole point I was saying with that is, instead of just like tapering off some of the shitty food that I would eat and just like eating like good shit in moderation and bad shit in moderation. Nope. What I do is I go from totally like eating like shit to totally cleaning up everything. Like I can never find a middle ground with anything.
That's fair. You
Are
totally
you like
can.
that or no?
No, I think I'm pretty good at finding a middle ground for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like
Those
I'm pretty
Michelob
balanced with that
Ultras
stuff.
with lime infused were a pretty big middle ground for you.
Oh, they were huge middle ground compared to like like a little more flavor than like a natural light, but a little bit less calories than
What
like
is-
a Harpoon.
What's your like go-to beer?
My go-to beer. Oh shit. Honestly, I want to say probably like a harpoon.
Okay.
I do like a harpoon a lot, or like Corona. I do love Corona,
Like
but
Corona Extra, like what kind of Corona?
Corona Extra with like a lime. But I'll say like
Okay.
my go-to drink is definitely gin and tonic with Hendrix. Although Hendrix is a bit pricey, so I don't get to
The
like get it
fuck
that
are you,
often.
Christian Grey?
Yes, I don't even know who the
Jesus.
fuck that is, but
You don't know who
yes,
Christian Grey is?
no.
Jesus Christ. That's
Who's
all.
that? Is that from Fifty Shades of Grey?
Oh, it's almost like the last name matches his last name or something.
Huh.
What a fucking coincidence that is.
But
Um,
I do love gin and tonics.
I fucking can't do liquor anymore. I'm a beer and wine guy. That's really it. Like my
Uh,
dad tried to make me something yesterday with like some Ciroc I had left over, and I was like, Dad, I was like, you're an alcoholic. Fucking make me something good. And he was like, Tommy, I got you. But he was like, he was also hitting me with the, well, you're on keto, so this drink's gonna be pretty fucking depressing. And so
was it depressing?
it was okay. I'll be honest, it was okay, but it's not like it's just not enjoyable for me. Like
What did he make you?
you know what? I feel like I'd be embarrassed to say it on the air.
Say it. No, say it. Say it. Come on.
Okay, so it was some Ciroc.
Okay.
There was you know what Bai is, like BAI?
No. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that, and it was like this seltzer fruit juice that was like mango fruit juice. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was it.
That doesn't sound that good.
No, I mean, I'll be honest with you, it was okay. And
Yeah, it doesn't sound bad. Like it
no.
sounds drinkable, but not something I'd get more than one of.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't finish it. I had like 3 sips, and I was like, "How's it taste?" And I gave him, I threw the sympathy right back at him, and I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty good." And I just dumped it out when he left.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. But okay, keto sucks. Don't do it. I'm warning you now. It sucks ass, and you will. By the end of it, when you like cave in and realize that it was a horrible waste of time, you'll end up like me, where you see a friend for the first time in 3 years,
It was a long time, yeah.
and you end up having Michelob Ultras all night because you're a fucking puss box. Like,
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
that's where you'll end up.
I would have gotten Blue Moon, but too many carbs.
Dude, listen, Blue Moon Mango Weed is the best beer of all time.
It is a really great
It
beer,
is
but they
so
don't. It's hard to
fucking good.
find now. They have that dumbass honey shit.
Yeah, when I was in Virginia, I had to go to I had to go all the way to fucking DC to get it. It was like a 2.5 hour
Jesus.
drive. So, but like I was traveling home all the time, so I would
That's
just go. I would just like go when I was at the airport or whatever. But okay,
Yeah, that's totally fair.
this topic's getting a little fucking.
All right,
we
sure,
went from
sure.
keto to just straight up alcohol. Jesus.
I know. Hey, everything goes back to alcohol.
I guess so. Talking. All right, so we'll do this one because you're not gonna be a puss and puss out on this one.
Oh God.
Talking politics. I did this the last couple of shows that I did, or just the last couple of topics on the last show I did. I talked
Yeah.
about the Green New Deal and essentially, but that wasn't really about the Green New Deal. It was more so about like driving an electric car.
Okay, yeah.
And then the other one I did was Mario Lopez, and I kind of did a joke off of it. Like I think people who think that what he said like he should be fired for is fucking crazy. But at the same time, like it's not like when I watched it back, I was
Yeah.
like, this is not that entertaining. I was like,
Wait, so what exactly did you say for people who don't know?
oh, let's see. I'm going to turn around here. Uncensoredpaul.com. Nope. Okay, it says uncensored. Yeah, we're not fucking doing that. They can Google it on their own.
All right.
Yeah, we're not fucking doing it. I don't think I'm a fucking Encyclopedia Britannica.
I don't know, man. I don't even know what he did. I don't follow it that much. That's half the reason I
But
asked.
that's my point. It's fucking boring.
I just wanted to. Yeah, it is boring, but I felt embarrassed about saying like, "Hey, man, I don't know what he said," so I was trying to.
Yeah, like, when you think about it, who the fuck cares what Mario Lopez has to say? This fucking jerk off. Like, who cares?
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to look at his face. I don't even. He's on my phone right now. I didn't even recognize who he is.
Yeah, he was like, I saw his, I know, I'd seen his face somewhere because I think my mom watches like Access Hollywood. And I think that's
Yeah, your mom watches some dumbass
she
shows,
watches
though.
some fucking horrible shows like The Housewives and
The View and shit.
no, she doesn't watch that. No, she's
Oh,
not that
okay.
terrible. But she'll watch like even like I can't even stomach watching like what is it? Fuck.
CBS. Oh.
Yeah, CBS at night. Like she'll put
Okay.
on the nightly news and she's
Oh.
like, it's really fucking depressing. I'm like, yeah, they never show anything good. It's always like,
No.
well, here the 60 minutes expose. We have another 3 people who were stabbed to death. Like it's never fucking positive. But
Yeah.
basically, like this is kind of what I was talking about earlier with you when we were talking before we started the show about like people don't realize that like radio and TV, it's
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah.
It's
super
not
fake.
real. Like so imagine going like, and this is why like in terms of politics, like I don't fucking care whether you're left, right, some radical term, whatever.
Yeah, it's
like,
not worth talking about it.
Yeah, but no, but like, hear me out. All those people that you
fine.
see on TV, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, people say CNN's fake news, Fox is fake news. They're all fake.
It's all fake. Yeah, it's all just for like a fan base.
None of it is actually political concreteness. They're all literally just trying to push an agenda, and
it's all speculation. Yeah,
and not only that, and I don't really even give a fuck about their agenda. And half the time, like, it's not even like Tucker Carlson. It's not his agenda. It's literally just his boss with fucking 20 producers telling him what to say so that they can get advertisers and make money. Do people not know, like, the reason people are on the air is to have advertisers and make money? Like, they don't give a fuck what they're talking about if somebody writes a check for $1 million.
Yeah, dude, all they care about is money. To be fair, I mean, I'd be the same way. I'd say whatever someone wanted me to say if the money was enough.
No, like,
I don't care.
I totally get it. Like, I would go back at the radio in a heartbeat if somebody's like, hey, just, like, go on there and say, like, check out Pistol Pete's 2 to 6 p.m. on Thursday nights. And
they gave you like $500 like off the bat for doing that. Like, sure.
Yeah,
I'd do that.
Do it. Heck yeah. But no, so, like, just basically imagine, like, this is your broadcasting career to the point where, like, you show up every single day. And now we'll switch it and we'll go to CNN. You show up at CNN Studios, 7 p.m. show every day, and you're like, welcome to CNN Tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. Tonight on 60 Minutes, what is going on in the White House this second? And it's like, your broadcasting career is turned into this. Like,
just following Trump around.
Yeah, like, you are literally like, nobody fucking cares what's going on right now.
No.
Like, they make breaking news of fucking anything. Like, literally, they could be like, so, like, let's see what's going on in the White House tonight. And they're like, well, let's go to Major Garrett, see what Major Garrett thinks. I think it's a different network anyway. But he's like, yeah. So he's like, I think, they're talking about North Korean relations up there. And, like, literally, it's probably like Trump and Melania are literally just fucking each other over and over and over. Like,
oh my God. He's just, like, looking in a window from, like, a tree. He's, like, climbed up a tree, and he's like, I think I can see them talking about North Korea.
He's like, perfect. It's no excuse to call them fake, because they're not talking about I'm banging my wife right. I'm banging the first lady while you think that I'm talking about North Korean relations. Like, they're like, oh, he's up there. He's with Pence. They're talking about trans rights. Like, nope. He's like jerking off.
Yeah. Well, come back to trans rights. I mean, I looked up what Mario Lopez said, and all he said was that, like, they shouldn't, like, parents shouldn't label their kids, like, indefinitely,
Mario
like.
Lopez now.
No, I just looked it up because I had it on, and like, he didn't say anything that bad. It was just like, don't slap like your kids is transgender right away. Like, why is that bad? Or like gender fluid, whatever.
No, I think that, like, the only thing that I really took away from it, I read it all, but, like, all I took away from it was he was just basically like, hey, don't let a fucking 3-year-old go get surgery to take off their fucking dick.
No, that makes sense. Why is he facing backlash over that? Did he say it in, like, a harsher way, pretty much?
No.
I didn't see the direct point.
I actually saw, like, him, like, I heard him talk about it, too. He was, like, just having, like, a conversation like me and you are. And these fucking lunatics are like, he needs to be canceled.
Yeah, I don't see why that's so bad, especially if, like, I didn't get the direct quote again. Like, you saw it, but, like, as long as he said it in, like, not, like, a dick way, like, why is that, like, a horrible opinion?
I don't know, dude. It's fucking unreal.
I don't know.
But, yeah, but speaking of which, politics, like, this is my point, like, it's not that entertaining to just go, like, hey, like, I'm going to talk about a little bit about, like, lockdowns, mass shootings a little bit later. But that's not even more so political. It's one of those, like, spin-offs where, like, I just, like, I'm not one of these people nowadays where I can sit down and listen to the fucking NBC News for an hour.
Yeah.
Just watch these, like, jerk-offs literally getting paid millions of dollars.
I can't watch it. I honestly haven't had a clue about, like, what's going on in the political world since, like, high school. I hate following it.
And guess what?
I think it's kind of a waste of time. Like,
exactly. Well, that's my point. Like, literally, guess what? You've missed out on nothing.
No, it's all just it's like a dick measuring contest. It's whoever, like, it's just stupid. It's like.
Did you just assume that I was a man?
A pissing contest, then. We'll go with that. Everyone pees. Who can piss the furthest? That's, like, all it is. Like, it's just stupid. And I think the only way you're going to ever debate about it is if you get two people who know enough about it. And a lot of people don't know enough about, like, anything to debate it. And, like, are willing to, like, listen to the other side and, like, argue it and not just, like, freak out. Yeah. And you don't find people who have that middle ground that often nowadays.
No.
It's people like me. Like, I mean, I can argue, but I don't know enough to make a good argument. I'm just.
Yeah, like, I'm a really good debater, but, like, I'm not fucking, like, what the fuck's that dude's name? Ben Shapiro with fucking facts coming out of his asshole. Like,
Ben Shapiro owns libtard.
Yeah. You see those videos all the time on YouTube, which is once again like literally people just make those compilations just to make money off shit he said. Like they don't give a fuck what he said. They probably disagree with it half the time. They're like, I can throw this up and get some ad revenue.
Yeah.
Let me just take a fucking 6 clips of this jerk off like saying dumb shit for 30 minutes and I'll put it into a compilation.
It's ridiculous. No, yeah, he's something else. He's an idol of mine.
Are you being serious?
No, I'm just joking. No, he's not actually an idol. Christ. I just like to like joke that he's an idol.
I mean, I want to be clear too. If you did say he wasn't an idol of yours, I mean that's a little of a you could get kicked off the air for saying that. I mean,
oh for sure. No, I don't really like him that much. He's kind of a dick.
Well, I like people who are assholes, like because I'm an asshole fair too. I'm a fucking major douchebag. Like I'm a whore. Like and I said this with my dad. I verbally. Like, when somebody gets on my bad side, I verbally annihilate their existence.
That's fair.
And I have no sympathy for it whatsoever.
Yeah, I could see it.
I mean, you fucking lived it.
When did I live it?
I don't know. We grew up together, jerk off.
Oh, that's fair. I didn't even know your name until 6th grade.
Yeah, I mean, we went over a couple of times. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I saw you like once when I was like 4, but yeah, we didn't really become friends until middle school.
Yeah, you didn't like me that much. Until middle school.
There's something I was fucking talking about before too. Now we went so far off base camp. I don't even know what the fuck I was going to talk about.
Oh, you were talking about NBC or some shit, and then I came up with Mario Lopez.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Let's just move off political talk because this shit's fucking boring. Yeah, I'm already getting bored again. Lockdowns. So, since Paul is the deep researcher, Paul, tell us what a lockdown is.
So I think it's a type of wrestling move where
that's a
John Cena actually. Oh, okay, my bad. No, pretty much when an active shooter or someone else comes into a school building, the school will lock their doors. Everyone huddles in a corner, tucks their tails between their legs, and hopes to not get shot.
Okay, so here's my thing with that. That's perfect. That's all I really needed.
Fair.
Did you watch those, like, did they give, like, assemblies on them? Were they, like, presented in each individual classes based off the class you would go here?
Well, my high school started to do this thing called Alice, which is, like...
Oh, yeah, I know
You barricade the doors, and then if you think you can run, you can run. They have, designated meeting spots, which I think is a lot better than lockdowns, because if you have the opportunity to escape, you might as well escape a shooter. Like, what's the point in waiting for them to come gun you down if they're going to do that?
Here's my thing. Like... I don't have any fucking numbers. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, that was what I was talking about. Is that I'm not like I don't have all these facts. Like I don't care about them either. Like I live life. I fucking experience shit.
Yeah, for sure.
The number one kid who I thought like had the potential to shoot up my school, like was in those lockdown meetings. So like you realize you're literally telling this kid how you're going to stop him.
Who, Colby Woodward?
No, Jesus Christ. I mean, you can't say that kind of shit.
I know, docs. I know,
Jesus
I'm just joking.
Christ. No, his name was Nathaniel. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I don't give a fuck. Maybe he'll see it. He can keep it in here. I don't fucking know. I'm not. Listen, this is...
All the Dighton kids will get the reference. Sorry, everyone else.
Yeah, that's... actually, we're a worldwide podcast. I don't know if you know.
Oh, yeah?
I have 20 Facebook fans that I invited every single one of them to the page.
I don't think I'm even a Facebook fan.
Yeah. Well, then...
I don't use Facebook enough. Like, I happen to get a notification that you shared that whatever thing. But other than that, I haven't used Facebook for weeks.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't use it that often myself either, other than for well, the problem is it's too political nowadays. Everybody just posts fucking politics on there.
That's fair. Yeah, so I stay off.
That's fair.
Or you get... Yeah, I don't know, man.
That's fair.
All right, so lockdowns. What are you going to say about lockdowns? Well, I kind of pulled you off
That's it. That it's just fucking... It is literally, I would say the school shooter's, literally sitting in those meetings. So you're literally just telling him, hey, this is where everybody's going to be. This is where everybody's going to hide. This is how they're going to barricade shit. And if they think they can run, well, this is where they're going to run to. And he's just, sitting there they just made it fucking easy for me. I've got a fucking 5 slide PowerPoint presentation on how to kill people.
I suppose, yeah. I think they're doing it with the fact in mind that maybe it's a random adult that's going to storm the building. I think that's
Totally. But, I feel like the majority of, the shooters nowadays, especially school shooters, are, students, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, if it's not, one day it's going to happen.
Yeah, well, I know, so what, the Parkland shooting, I think that was a kid who went to school with them.
Yeah.
I know, the Sandy Hook thing, I mean, granted, that's, younger kids, but that was a guy from outside the school.
Yeah,
obviously,
he wasn't
going to school there. But I think it usually is. Probably 70% comes from in school, 30%.
Kid, I think his name was Nicholas Cruz from Parkland.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
if he was in fucking this Alice session, he's like, man, I got all the fucking keys to the puzzle. They told me where they're going, where they're running. He's like, psh, they fucking printed this shit out for me on a fucking 5-slide PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how else do they educate everyone else on these procedures without,
This is
educating
gonna
a
sound
possible school
crazy.
shooter?
I think chaos might be a better answer.
You think just like letting things melt down?
Just letting people figure it the fuck out.
I mean,
And
I
let
don't.
me
I
tell
mean,
you why. Because like when you're in that sort of scenario, I've never been in it. Never, pray to God, I'm never in
yeah,
some
no,
sort of
same,
shooting
same,
scenario.
same.
Same for everybody. I hope that that's something you never have to experience. But if you've ever been in, I don't want to even say a comparable situation, but what's been like, if you think of like the moment you were most afraid in your life, something almost fucking clicks on in your brain where you're like, everything you know goes out the window and your sole instinct is survival.
But that's you when like you're older. I feel like if you're like middle school or younger, like what you're not gonna know what to do. Like you're just if you're like under like what 14, 15, like you're
Right, you know
gonna
what? Now that I
freak
think about
out.
it, you probably even go to like elementary. Like you're right, those kids aren't gonna have a fucking clue either.
No, yeah,
Because they
they're
think
just
the
gonna.
whole world is sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, no, I mean they're still like really sheltered young kids. So I
Yeah.
mean
Well, but
those
at
kids
the
aren't
same time, I'm cool with teaching those kids about that stuff. Like I'm cool
okay.
with teaching middle schoolers and elementary school people that because like no offense, I don't think an 8-year-old kid is gonna bring a gun to school. That like most when you have something like that, I would feel like at that point then it would be an outside threat.
That's fair. I mean, I remember reading a story. It was like some 10-year-old kid. He like somehow got his hands on like his dad's gun or something, and he didn't like his teacher, and he was gonna bring it to school one day, and he like told some kid that he was friends with, and the kid like told on him, so it stopped like the shooting. But I remember like reading about that. He was like he had the gun in his backpack, and then they caught him because they knew he was doing it.
What a dickwad
Um,
teacher.
I know.
What a fucking miserable son of a bitch that this 10-year-old thinks he's gonna blast your brains out because you're a fucking asshole.
I didn't really. Yeah, she could have been, or she could have shaded him. Not all
I would
kids
like to
love
know more
every
about
teacher.
that. I want to know about this fucking teacher.
I probably don't have the details right. Like I read this a long time ago. Like I could
No,
got
I
the
don't expect you to
ages
have them, but
wrong.
it's just like it's something
Yeah,
I'd love to find out about this
I
fucking
read about it.
asshole. I mean,
I
let's
want
be
to say it
honest.
happened in like Texas or something.
I'm not gonna read about it, but
No, probably
it piques
not.
my interest. I don't like to fucking read anyway.
How can you even read? I'm illiterate.
Last thing is basically sticking to that theme with like lockdowns, shootings, and whatnot. Like, I wrote this down because I saw this the other day. This dude, like the shooter from Dayton. Okay, he had a hit list of girls in high school that he wanted to kill.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He pointed a gun at one of his former friends 5 months prior, and
Oh
his
shit.
ex-girlfriend said he showed me a video of a mass shooting on our first date.
Oh
So
my
like
God.
my question is, why am I seeing that on the news? Like after he's killed all these people, like why can't we find this stuff out beforehand?
Yeah, that's definitely some kid who should have been apprehended beforehand. Like he's looking up like all these mass shooting things on YouTube, all the like
Yeah.
pointing guns at friends. Like they should have like if you pointed a gun at me and like I knew you were like a school shooter type, I think I'd report you.
Well, that's the thing too. And
Like-
that was another thing I saw last night. Well, I fucking hope you would report me. And that's the thing too is like we have to hold these idiots who don't say anything fucking accountable too.
Yeah, everyone has to pitch in that situation. I mean, if you want to prevent
He's
it,
not just
it's
gonna fucking go to the police station and say, "Hey,
No,
look
yeah.
who got a gun, bitches! See you
I'm
tomorrow
thinking
at 8 a.m."
I'm thinking of having a shooting in the public square.
Yeah, he's
like
not- like,
you guys are all invited.
yeah, like
No.
seriously, he's like, I want. He said, no, he's not gonna say everybody's invited. He's gonna say, I want these 19 people who are on my list I've actually had, so the police station can have that too.
Yeah.
but I don't understand it. Like, I don't know which shooting it was. It was one of the two mass shootings that we had recently where I saw
El
it last
Paso
night.
and Dayton.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know the locations. I just don't know. I'm saying
Oh, okay.
which one of the two this was the case in. Where I think it was the mom reported, like, she was like, hey, like, my son's got a fucking gun, and, like, he's a little, like, yeah, like, I wouldn't trust him with a gun.
Yeah.
So she called the police station and told them that. And the police station was like, basically was like, he'll be fine.
Oh well.
Yeah, like, why is like, A, why is that threat not taken seriously? And B, what the fuck was that? The fuck was that?
Oh, I think we just disconnected for like a second.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, but fuck, I mean, I know I'm an asshole, but I didn't think I was that bad of a host. I had you to leave.
No, yeah, you had me. No, my internet might not be that great.
Steamrolling through that point, too.
We're back though.
I don't remember what the fuck
I
I
know,
was gonna
yeah.
say.
It was just that like the mom contacted the police and the police didn't do anything.
Yeah, so like, why is that fucking chief not held accountable? Whoever the fuck she talked to. I'll start with this. Why?
We're back.
You fucking cunt.
I know. I just kept. I don't know.
Kid hung on to the strings of the call.
I know. You know, my internet's always been terrible. I remember when you'd play Madden at my house and like it would disconnect. You'd be like, "Dude, what is this bullshit? Like your internet's so bad."
Yeah, I remember that when I would sleep over and like I'd lag out of a game, dude. I was fucking Jesus. Yeah, I was a.
Yeah, you get real mad.
Oh,
so my internet hasn't changed. Just so you know, it's still pretty bad.
Fair enough. I don't think that we have anything else left to talk about.
All right, man.
Where we finished
it's been a pleasure.
It's been a.
Sorry,
It's been a pleasure. Like what?
It's been a pleasure.
You would never say that to me in person.
I think I would.
Would you?
I think I say it's been a pleasure. I think I've said it before.
Your new catchphrase.
I think I've said it's been a pleasure. Fair. I do a lot of catchphrases. I do quote a lot of shows.
Is that what that's from? Like, what is "that's fair" from?
No, it's that's fair. I don't think that's fair. It's just I don't know. I just said that's fair.
Fair enough.
I don't say. I say a lot of stuff from the show Letterkenny. Big plug. It's a Canadian sitcom. I do say a lot of stuff like that, like figure it out.
Oh yeah, just so you know, when that show's viewers go up by 20, I'm gonna get all the credit for that. Like they fucking care.
No, I definitely recommend you watch it. That's like it's an awesome show for like just like they say so much average shit and it's like you can just quote the shit out of it. It's so quotable. But that's probably like one of my favorite shows right now. That's where I get like all my quotes from.
Well, that's
right
fair.
now. But that's fair.
That's fair.
But other than that, I don't like. I'll just pick random stuff up at random times. I don't just study quotes and catchphrases. Like I just like Google like what are good catchphrases and I just use them.
No, you don't.
Some lonely kid. No, I was saying I'm joking. Like I don't actually do that.
Yeah,
I just like
Christ,
I come across
you to the police if that's something you did. What
yeah,
fucking
so socially awkward.
Goes on Google and goes, hey, what catchphrases can I look up? Yeah,
all right, you sound like fucking Duke Dastardly or something like that from like the boxcar race.
I don't know who that is.
I think it was a South Park character, to be honest.
Oh,
Duke Dastardly.
Oh, fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
All right, we'll wrap it up there.
All right, cool.
Definitely
man.
A second guest, better guest.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if you caught bits. You listened to some of the skits I do from time. I shouldn't say skits, but like the little clips I upload of the entire podcast on social media.
Yeah, I try to listen to it whenever I see him.
Yeah, I mean, Austin was a horrible guest.
Damn. I don't even know Austin, but you're my bitch now. Wow. I don't know him, but he's just my bitch. Sorry, Austin. I mean, I'm a good pimp. I'll treat you right, but I own you now.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for being like somewhat like thanks for having a pulse. Thanks for being able to talk like a normal. Like thanks for like breathing. Like
yeah, as long as my internet didn't go out, I tried to contribute.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Jesus Christ.
I don't know. It's always bad. Honestly, my little brother probably turned on the PS4 downstairs and sucked all the internet away. But
who was it, Roddy or Finn?
Finn. He's probably playing MLB online or something.
Fucking cunt.
I know, man.
But no, this was like literally Austin during the podcast. He'd just like go up to the microphone and be like, like not a fucking thought came out of this kid's head. I'd have to be like, hey, I'd have to give him like the fucking radio talk, like, hey, what do you think about this topic here? You fucking,
oh god,
be like, oh well, Tommy. Well, now that you invite me to talk on this conversation, now I think we can do it. Paul just fucking talks. Just fucking goes in. He's like, "Hey, asshole." He's like, "Whoa, fuck you, Tommy. Yeah, that sentence that you were trying to get across. Yeah, fuck that shit. I'm gonna talk now."
Yeah, I mean, totally. I'm always down to talk. That's always a solid attribute.
All right, well, you're losing steam here. This is.
I know.
This is slowly dying.
I kept having stuff to say, and then
you had some stuff. You came out of the gates
man.
firing early, so it's almost like Austin picked up towards the end. You're dying towards the end. So like each second that ticks across on this Skype call is not helping your cause.
I'm eating depression donuts. That's
Austin's
why I made my own batch.
Slowly climbing back, and he's like, "So remember when you called me a bitch, huh?" He's like, "I own you now, box boy." All right, I'm gonna talk about this last topic as soon as I dip out from you. You know what? I want to talk about this too because really, really quick. This kid, one of Austin's friends, he wanted to talk to me about he wanted to come on the show. And he was like, yeah, like let's, because he's like a huge fucking Democrat, and he's like, I don't even like know him, but Austin was like, hey, you should talk to this kid, and we'll have like a conversation or whatever. I was like, okay, yeah, sounds good. So he commented on one of my things that I posted yesterday about Anderson Cooper. Like literally, like we talked about earlier, just being, he doesn't care what he's saying. All he cares about is the money that's in his pocket. And so, like, as soon as that direct deposit hits, he's like, all right, what do you want me to say next? But no, so this kid he commented, I think it was on either Facebook or Instagram, and I was like, he was like, yeah, that's extremely unfair, and he went on this fucking like tangent about like how basically everything I said was like wrong and all this other stuff. And I think I literally commented back like,
I think I might have seen that.
I was like, I literally don't care. I was like, I'm not going to argue in Facebook comments. If you don't want to come on the show, I don't care. Like, I'm not going to sit here and type back for hours like these fucking people do. So he texted me immediately afterwards, and of course this is an off-air conversation, so of course I'm going to take that and bring it onto the air. He said, fair enough. Sorry, this past week. Man. Yeah, he said, sorry, this past week didn't really work out. I'll try to come on soon. Although due to the organization I work for, it's probably best that I don't go on a podcast and give my opinions like that. I'll tell you all about it on the phone one day if we can talk. And my response was literally like, if you don't want to talk about it on my show, I literally don't care about your opinions at all.
God damn, dude. Where's the tact? What? You literally just took a shit on his chest. Like, you just were like, he asked you to poop on his chest and you took a shit. No, like, you treated him like a dirty whore. Like, you just
he was a reasonable kid. He's like, hey man, like I just don't want to like talk about this on your show. And I'm like, then I don't fucking care that you exist.
Oh, that's a Tommy Kimball.
Yeah, like but like it's true. Like, I'm gonna have this fucking 60-minute phone call with you about like fucking politics. I just talked about how boring politics are, and then he wants to come on and have a fucking 60-minute off the air. I gain nothing from it. I just have to fucking lose 60 minutes, essentially worth like $20. I lose $20 because I value myself around $20 an hour. I fucking lose $20 just for fucking wasting breath with this jerk off.
That's fair. You should honestly. I think you should try to get him on To Catch a Predator. You know, with Chris Hansen. Like, you should just... He seems like... I feel like you could get him on that.
I don't even know what that is.
So it's the show, like, where they lure pedophiles in with, like, decoys on like, dating, like, Tinder and stuff like that. Like, they'll say they're 18, but they're really, like, 14. And they, like, lure these pedophiles into a house, and then Chris Hansen walks out, and he's like, so, did you know that this girl was actually 14? and then, like, the police are, like, waiting on set, and they, like, take him out. Like,
I'll just be waiting right behind the fucking... I'll like start the call and be like, just so you know, this call might be monitored or recorded.
Yeah, do it. No, seriously, like after you're done, like look up To Catch a Predator compilations. It's like all these like creepy dudes, and they just go to meet up with like these like young girls and boys. Yeah, and then this dude Chris Hansen just like is like he's like there. No, it's funny. And then Chris Hansen is just there instead, and like he just like makes it. They're like these guys immediately freak out because they know who he is, and then like the cops just come and like arrest them. Like hey, it's so funny.
Like how catfish like still catches people.
Does it? Wait, like what?
Yeah, like I saw that they had like when I was like in 2016 or like not 2016, like 2018, like scrolling through, it was like new episodes of Catfish. I'm like, these fuckers are still getting people.
And that's like an MTV thing, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing too, right? It's like
I haven't watched that in forever.
That's a little bit harder to fake, but at the same time, I have to believe it's faked.
Who watches MTV anymore though? Like seriously,
I don't.
I feel like no one.
No.
Yeah, you just watch straight up fucking WWE shit.
WWE is a shitty product that takes up way too much of my time. It really does. It really fucking does. Like, I have to go sign up for the network again because SummerSlam's tomorrow.
God damn, man.
But it's going to be a good show.
Just save your money. Just don't spend it on that.
$10 a month?
I mean, all right, fine.
It's not like fine, the old pay-per-views where it was like $45 just to watch it once. They have like a
okay, I thought it was.
No, fuck that. I would never do that shit. I would just find somebody and like stream
for like WrestleMania, and it's like super expensive.
Yeah, no, they're like 45 for standard def, 65 for HD. No,
Jesus,
no, we're past those days.
That's terrible.
But yeah, so same with you. Like it was almost like it triggered me to think about this kid. He's like, yeah, like I don't know if I want to go and put my opinions in the public like that. Okay, then keep your opinions to your fucking self, you bitch.
Jesus, is he gonna hear you say this?
I fucking hope so. Like, he's a giant pussy.
Direct link him to this.
I'll fucking send it to. I'll screen record it. I'll fucking send it right to him. He's a pussy.
God damn, you're really flexing on him. You're just
That's
like
not a
giving him
flex.
like
He's
the
a
entire
puss.
peen.
Fucking like
You're literally
everybody
just
has these opinions. Just fucking say them.
literally shoving your peen in his mouth.
And if you don't want to talk about,
Literally just-
and if you don't want to like, if you give out your opinions and you don't want backlash, fucking don't ignore the backlash. Like this kid, like perfect example. He's like, hey, like yeah, you know, you were really wrong about Anderson Cooper. Like, oh fucking K, kid. Like, go fucking drive off a cliff. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thankful for watching
even if,
my video.
You don't want, I mean, even if you don't want your like opinion to get out, like you can be like softer about it. You don't have to be like as like vulgar as like you would in like a private conversation.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
you can still talk about it. Like if you can argue, like you can be respectful to like other people and still argue.
I wasn't even gonna
like,
argue with this kid. I just wanted to hear what he had to say.
No, yeah. Yeah,
like,
no.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a little edgy. I don't know if I can do that.
Even if it's a little edgy, like as long as you're not like dropping like super like things that are super offensive. Like
actually, his nonprofit must have a subscription service to me because they watch me every day, I guess.
Yeah, it must.
Like his fucking like as if his work is actually gonna find out the fuck this kid
It depends
thinks.
on it.
Nor do they care. Like if his
It
work.
depends on.
No, his work could fuck that. Fuck this kid. His work could literally like find this video and be like, today's episode featuring Hassan, DJK, uncensored DJK's podcast, and they're like, Hassan's a fucking pussy, dude. Like, why do I want to hear what he has to say? Like that's literally what his boss says. His boss is like, what the fuck do I care what Hassan thinks? Like Hassan is like I just used him.
He's kind of weird.
Yeah, like Hassan.
He eats raw eggs.
Yeah, Hassan is one of these people maybe we should consider reporting.
He eats toothpaste for lunch.
Like, all right, now we're going down little weird alleys. Eats toothpaste for lunch. Okay, all right. I guess we'll wrap it up with just because that was something I wasn't even going to talk about in today's show. You just brought it out of me.
Yeah.
You've revived. So I guess now you had a great start to the show, a shit middle, and a glory. You're finishing the fucking like it's unbelievable.
I ran through the finish.
Everywhere.
I almost died in the last 100 meters, and the last 50 meters I sprinted. I came back.
You like, yeah, you're ready to go now. But
yeah, I woke back up.
Okay, so do you see this a lot on social media, like the people like arguing back and forth in comment sections all day?
Yeah, no, I mean, I look at comments sometimes, but not really because I just know it's gonna be some like pointless shit about people just going back and forth. So usually I'll go and like, yeah,
like you see that it exists is what I'm trying to say. Like you'll see like literally a status that's like 3 lines and there's fucking 90 comments on it. You're like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh yeah, and it's like literally like half the time it's like 12-year-olds just like angry with each other because like they don't like the same Fortnite skins or something.
I think it's worse than that. Like I see like fucking our age fucking 55-year-old people, like I see it everywhere. People just are so inducted in like they're into their opinions so much that like they think people want to hear them. And it's like what amazes me is you see the same two people, like people, like for example today's August 10th. Somebody will see somebody post on August 10th and they comment and they go back and forth for 60 fucking comments. Nobody's happy. Nobody leaves the conversation with their mind changed. And then they post on August 12th and they're back at it again. Like they post and comment and go back and forth habitually. Like wouldn't you realize like
Dude, yeah, but these are like retired moms and dads, like they're just sitting in the Midwest like at like a kitchen counter like bored as hell, like they're just collecting like unemployment or like their pension checks.
Think so?
Like, what else are they going to do all day?
I don't know. I think it's a lot. Like that's what surprises me. It's a lot of like people like who work.
Okay, I mean like but what they I don't know, man. Like a lot of people have a lot of free time. Like that's Facebook arguing is a big outlet for them. You know, like they get mad at their boss, but they can't obviously curse out their boss, so they just go curse out like a Bernie supporter.
Favorite thing in the world right now is that I don't have like a fucking like I'm no longer employed radio wise. I'm just doing my own thing. Like, no offense to my sister.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna hate me that I brought this onto the air because she texted me off the air about my podcast, and I can already hear the shit I'm going to get for this.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You can hear it too, right? Yeah, you can hear it too. Basically, she texted me and she's like, "Hey, can I give you some advice on your podcast?" And I said, "No."
Nope.
Because let me explain this very clearly. Love my sister, love everything. Like she's great, and she is actually better at what she does than I am at what I do. She's amazing at what she does. But the whole point of my like I'll take radio advice from her. Like she used to air check me all the time.
For sure.
She give me great fucking advice. That's what it's called. Yeah, she give me great advice to like improve on the radio. But like the whole
Okay.
point of my podcast is I don't want a boss. Like if you don't like the show, don't fucking listen. Like I don't care about you that much.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like if you don't want to listen to the show, because she was like, hey, I think you swear too much. I was like, to be honest with you, you're probably right, but I don't fucking care.
You got like a Joe Rogan vibe going on over here.
Joe Rogan's a calm cat. I don't know.
Is he? I mean, I feel like
he's
his
a calm-
podcast is usually pretty wild.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's got like
Especially
one of the
when he's,
number one
like,
podcasts
he's, like,
in the world, but
Yeah.
a lot
Like
of
when he's
times
like smoking like Elon Musk on the show, like
oh Jesus Christ, I could go for a joint right now.
oh god.
But it's legal. It's legal in this location.
Fair enough.
It's legal in this location. I'm a mature adult. I can do what I want.
I'm proud of you.
It's
No carbs in the joint.
that is the worst combination on the planet. Like speaking of which, you know how horrible that was? That I fucking smoked with you that night and I couldn't eat a shit ton of like you were like we should go get Wendy's, but obviously we couldn't drive, so we were like
man.
let's like DoorDash Wendy's. And I was like
Oh god.
in my head I was like that sounds fucking amazing. But I was like I
No,
can't
never
have
work.
carbs.
That would never work.
What wouldn't work?
I don't. Oh, there was a Wendy's right next to you. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I
carbs, you could just get you get like a grilled chicken thing.
No, you're right. I should have done it. I was being a pussy. I was just being a puss. But
Oh.
oh, geez, food when you're high just tastes so much fucking better. It's not even a debate. That's like one. I think that might be like one of the universal
That's true.
common
That's true.
truths. Like, there's a lot that we fucking argue on. I feel like that would be like the one thing that we could all come together and be like, you know what?
That's fair. I mean, no one could
Food
really.
does taste better when you are fucking high as an inflatable fucking airplane. I don't know.
Oh god. Inflate it, say where you're like 4 feet off the ground.
Basically, I mean,
That's it,
food
like,
would
you're
still
not-
taste better then.
I guess yeah, you're not wrong.
I mean, fair enough, but that's fair.
That's fair.
But no, Joe Rogan, I think he's got more of like a relaxed vibe. Like that's one of the things. Like when I listen to his shows, like unless he gets into like a heated discussion, which I don't think happens
Okay.
that often, he's just kind of like, yeah, man, like why can't people just mellow out? He's like almost like your traditional stoner. He's like, yeah, like I
Okay.
just don't know why people. He's like, if people could just like think openly and exchange ideas, like none of that shit's ever gonna fucking happen. And like
No.
I thought about taking as like a broadcaster, like taking some of like his. Because he's really good at what he does. Obviously, he's got like one of the
Yeah.
number one podcasts in the world. So like he's great
Yeah.
at what he does. But I could never do that. Like if I tried to captivate an audience the way that Joe Rogan does, nobody would
work.
fucking listen to my show. Nobody listens to my show anyway. But like, literally
Maybe one
nobody
day.
listens.
Maybe one day. Maybe
No,
one day.
I mean, but at the moment, literally, I'm a fucking nobody. That's the thing too. Is like people are like, you're so quick to shit on everybody. Look at yourself. I'm like, yeah, I'm literally a fucking nobody.
That's fair. If you're
like,
gonna,
yeah,
if you're gonna
like,
dish it, you got to take it.
Well, I'll dish it to myself.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
That's,
I
that's
am
not-
literally hosting a podcast that nobody fucking listens to in his mom's basement. Like literally like the peak low of your entire life. But I mean, there's freedom to it. I could never talk about this shit on the radio.
That's fair. You'd get fired in an instant.
Yeah, I mean, I got berated because I had told, because like in the market that I was doing, basically, my demographic, which is like who listens to you, was all like
Yeah.
older chicks. It was like women
Oh.
ages 21 to like 35 or like 42.
Okay.
And so like I had a rant on Mother's Day where I was like, or on Father's Day, for example, where I was basically like, listen, I was like, if you on Father's Day get your fucking dad or your husband, whatever, if you get him a Craftsman toolkit, then guess what? On Mother's Day, I'm getting you fucking dish detergent, you cunt.
Oh my god.
Like that's a fucking double standard.
no, you're not. That's
I
pretty
literally
funny,
had
actually.
like 10 plus calls.
Craftsman toolkit.
Literally 10 plus calls the next day of people saying this kid needs to be off the air, needs to be fired. I'm like, and notice they don't call me. They don't call into the studio. No, they're a bunch of pussies. So they fucking call into the building. They're like, yeah, I need to speak to the program director. I need to speak to who runs shit on Q.
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, we need to, because they don't have the fucking balls to talk to me, because I'll annihilate their existence and not give a fuck. And not only will I not give a fuck, I'll record you sounding like I will literally
That is
record
kind of-
you sounding like a fucking moron and play it on the air for people to fucking listen to.
Wow. That's pretty angry, man. Angry Tommy.
I'm an angry kid.
You are an angry kid. Always been. A lot of passion.
Yeah, it's not even passion. It's just pissed off.
It's just straight anger.
Straight anger. Yeah, I
Straight
agree.
anger.
Straight aggression.
Aggression. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's a word.
What else do you want to talk about? You're a good guest.
I don't know. Oh, thank you. You're a shitty host, but we'll get past that.
I'm fucking terrible. I'm a fucking horrible host. If I was a good host, people would be listening.
Well, to be fair, I mean, once you get up there, maybe people start listening. But you are a pretty new podcast.
Corinne said that to me today too. Corinne goes, "Yeah, one day you're gonna be the next Steven Crowder." I was like, I don't know about all that. The dude's got like fucking 4 million subscribers. I think I have like fucking 1.
Hey man, you got a Patreon? I think that's your next step.
Yeah, I mean, if you like to donate, no.
Yeah, get some patrons going. Get like 10 patrons. Get like $50 a month to spend on your podcast. Get some like local celebrities. Then move up to like regional celebrities and then national celebrities.
I don't need celebrities as guests. I have you.
That's fair, I guess. But like, think of you to celebrities. Maybe the celebrities would do it for free. Like if you were lucky. I mean.
Oh, it's not, but that's another thing I'm not gonna do. Like I would never, like for the sake of the show, I would never go up to like, who's like a low-level celebrity?
Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah, he's a low-level celebrity, you fucking asshole. Maybe something fucking real.
Who's a low-level?
Okay, you know, I got it. I don't even know the fucking chick's name. Let's take a generic dumb hoe off Bravo. Like one of these fucking housewives. You could not, for the sake of my show, but even then, if I was just gonna have this girl on just to literally annihilate her existence,
okay,
I don't know if I could find it in me to go up to her and be like, "Hey, you should come on the show," and like she'd be like, "Yeah, I'm not sure," and I have to sit here and convince this talking fucking bimbo. Like,
please come on my show.
Can you please like I'll consider like I could pay you like I could do like this.
I'll pay.
Like this chick is a fucking loser.
You could probably get what's her name, Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't think you could pay me to have Caitlyn Jenner on the fucking show. Jesus. I mean, the story's interesting because, like, I always talk about this will get, like, edited. If something does blow up in 4 years or something like that and, like, somehow this is popular, they're going to take all the old shit of when I was, like, truly unfiltered. Like,
and they're going to just, like, destroy
They're just going to be like, this kid is a racist. This kid is a homophobe. This, like they do with everybody. Like, which I'm not. But like what I'm not gonna do is pretend to like I'm not gonna be one of these people who like fights because like I don't care. You can call me whatever the fuck you want. Like,
that's fair.
I just don't care what your opinion is. I hate to break like that's another. I had a topic on that on Q where I was like, people are like walking around like, oh, like I wonder like when you walk past somebody, you're like, did they just look at me? Like, nobody fucking cares about you.
Everyone cares about me. I don't know what you're talking about, but
fair enough.
Everyone loves me.
Fair enough. That's fair. Everybody loves Paul.
Everybody does.
Just walking past Paul thinking, man, I bet you that kid drinks Blue Moon mango weed.
Yeah, without worrying about his carbs. That's what they look at me and think immediately.
If I were to walk past you, that's what I would think. I would be like, man, this kid's fucking got it made. Great family, great location. Didn't fucking squander his opportunity at life by making fucking depression donuts.
Totally sweet and ripped.
Yeah. Oh, Christ.
Literally, for everyone listening that I went to middle school with, I still have the same body, so I'm not sweet and ripped, actually. I'm just, like, average.
I can Photoshop something. I can make that work.
Oh, sweet. Let's do it. Let's make it work.
Send me a shirtless picture. I'm totally not just going to post the actual picture and not Photoshop.
No, don't do that. I'm not going to send you a half-naked picture because I know you probably Photoshop me to actually have, like, more titty-like titties.
I just Photoshop you to make you look like Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, that would be it.
That's what I would. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. But, all right.
Okay, yeah, bullshit. You would definitely do that.
Absolutely, I would fucking do that. Paul Kavanaugh. The uncensored DJK experience. We turned this into a Joe Rogan bit at the end.
It was a Rogan bit at the end.
We had a Rogan bit at the end.
Goddamn.
The uncensored DJK experience. Somebody's gonna make an account called DJK Clips, and it's gonna have like 3 million subscribers. Even if guys don't know about their own sexuality, they know about other people's. Because I was told I was gay like the minute I walked through high school doors.
Well, people to be fair, like, I mean, I still question it, but
you know, I mean, that's fair. I mean, I might just come out and fucking dick some guy down in a week. I don't know. I might fucking shove my cock down somebody's throat in a week, maybe.
All right, let's tone it down. Let's take 10 to 15% off there, too cheap. Then.
Why?
I don't know, man. That's a little too uncensored.
A little too uncensored?
A little too uncensored.
I could be licking up a guy's chest next week.
All right, that's totally.
I could see it. Would you be surprised?
No, I mean, with your hair. I could see it with like a guy with a haircut.
The guy needs a hair, or I need a haircut. It's getting.
My hair's getting long too. I do need a haircut, but oh well.
It's getting a bit far. No, I
Yeah.
mean, maybe I'll do that in a week. Maybe I'll have the first, because these are all Skype audio calls that I record these on. Maybe in a week, I'll just get a Skype video call and just like film me. I'm just gonna completely
Get a haircut?
No, I'm just gonna shove my cock down somebody's throat. A man, of course.
Yeah. I don't really know what to say to you. Honestly, I'm at a loss for words, to be honest with you.
You can't get that image out of your head on me just coming on somebody's
face. Christ. I don't know what to say.
What do you mean you don't know what to say? Stop being a fucking drip. Open up and speak. Now you're losing momentum again.
I'm losing momentum.
Say something interesting.
How do I say something interesting after you've just said that you're gonna just force someone to blow you?
Oh, I'm not. No, I'm not about force. I'm about consent.
Oh, okay. All about consent.
Somebody calls me a rapist. I need to get that out there. I'm about consent.
I'm about consent.
I'm about consent.
I'm no Jeff Epstein. I get consent before I fly people on my private jet to have.
Seriously.
No.
You know he committed suicide today, right?
Jeff Epstein? Holy shit! No,
literally like 3 hours ago, it broke when I was in the gym.
Wait, all right, I'm gonna look this up right now. Wait, so like,
Jesus Christ!
He got off bail and he was able to like go photo show Jeff Epstein as he's wheeled into downtown hospital. Dead after apparent suicide in New York jail. Wait, so he was in jail because I knew that he got denied bail to like go live in his mansion. But wow, wow. Damn.
Yeah, the whole consent thing reminded me of like in 50 Shades of Grey, since we talked about that earlier. It was the funniest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. When he's sitting down at like the table with the girl, right? And she goes, "Are you gonna make love to me now?" And he said something. He's like, "I'm not gonna touch you until I have your written consent." I was like, that should be every man's attitude in 2019
That's
before
terrible.
they catch a fucking rape charge.
That's
like
terrible.
Seriously, I think I'm gonna do that with the next girl that I have sex with. I'm gonna be like, "Listen, you need to sign here." So one day when I make it and you come out and say that I fucking touched you, when I touched you inappropriately and that like I had I couldn't do so and that it was your feelings at the time were just not properly portrayed.
Oh God!
I'm just gonna make sure that I have a piece of paper that says otherwise.
Yeah, there's a lot of messed up stuff with that. I mean, it's hard to draw the line though, where like how do you tell if you're because you want to believe victims, you don't want to tell victims of anything.
No, I'm not even talking about that. No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm not trying to say that like every fucking people like there are millions of people who get raped and like legitimately like it's a horrible thing and like I've always said if you rape somebody and you're found guilty, I think they should cut your dick off.
All right.
That's not even like a joke. Like I'm being like you should be fucking neutered.
Castrated.
Yeah, you should be fucking castrated. Get your nuts, get your dick, put them in a fucking cigar slicer and have fun.
Slicer.
Somebody chop them away at the fucking bits.
Sleeping with the fishes.
Yeah, and I mean after that they should probably get their brains blown out, to be honest with you.
Oh God.
I mean this is a fucking rapist.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I could see it. I could see death penalty for rape. That'd be.
Fuck yeah.
I'd be fine with that.
I'm cool with the death penalty for a lot of things. I'm sick of fucking paying people paying fucking people who are found guilty of murder, first degree murder, and they sit in jail for 30 years and we have to pay for it.
Then they get out, yeah. Get on parole.
Even if they die in jail, like I don't care. I just don't want to have to pay for you to fucking your existence.
That's fair. And it is expensive. We got like the for-profit jails and shit, so they look for people to put in there.
Of course.
All that bullshit, yeah. That's just pretty messed up. But yeah, no, I think that we have too many people in prison. Either stop charging people for the less serious crimes, give them like fucking misdemeanors and shit, or like start killing more people. That's like
I think I'm gonna go with option B.
Oh God. Well, think like if you're in like a drug charge, I could see like I don't know, not going to jail for that.
Still in jail for marijuana charges.
Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous. Well, I know President Obama he exonerated a lot of people in like Michigan jail, like Midwestern jails for charges like that.
Perhaps, but I know there's still a gazillion of them out there.
Yeah, there's still a lot. I think he exonerated like 300 cases or something like that in like a federal prison out in like Michigan or something.
Yeah, I know. That was one of the things I wanted Trump to do. Like I wanted him to federally decriminalize marijuana already. Like I read this or I saw it somewhere. Like literally, like marijuana and heroin, according to like federal legislation, are the same thing. I'm like, listen, I've never done heroin, but like from what I've heard, it's not the same.
Yeah.
And from the mass amount of people who smoke marijuana versus the people who are shooting up fucking heroin, to my knowledge, there still hasn't been anybody who's ever died of smoking weed. Meanwhile, like thousands, if not like maybe even millions, are fucking dead from heroin.
Yeah, heroin's not a good thing.
No, not at all. Like, but that's my point. Is like to think that those two are on the same level. Like, I got mad. Like, I'm like I think Trump should fix that shit.
Yeah, that's true. Like they're treating like fentanyl and stuff like that, like stuff that actually kills
Yeah.
people. Like I know there was some dude actually down the street from me. He lived on another street close to me, and he was like
Honestly,
dealing like fentanyl laced pills to like high schoolers and stuff. So like he got arrested. Like I was happy to hear that. But like,
I don't even think any drug should be illegal. To be honest with you.
well, like Portugal, like have it all decriminalized, and if you get caught with it, you just go to rehab.
If that's what they do, that sounds good to me. Like I
Well,
don't.
they try. So like what they do in Portugal is everything's decriminalized, and they'll have volunteers go to like known like drug use areas, and
Yeah.
they'll like either try to get them into rehab for free, or they'll like at least offer them like clean needles or clean drug paraphernalia so they don't like get AIDS or like hepatitis, which is better. Like they try to reduce the amount of people dying or getting sick, which obviously doesn't always work.
Is that Georgia in the
But
background?
no, that's a dog outside.
Tell that dog to shut the fuck up.
I know it's kind of loud, isn't it?
Fucking filming something, and this fucking thing wants to bark.
I don't think that's Georgia though. It'd be louder.
All right. Well, but yeah, no, I'm actually a proponent for like, because I always say that like, I'm one of these people like I don't care what the fuck you do. Like I feel like once you like, if we want to say that 21's the age, okay, 21's the age. Like, once you turn 21,
Yeah.
like your brain's pretty much fully developed. Like if that's something you
You got a
want to
few more
do,
years, but yeah.
like if that's something you want to do, it is a horrible idea.
Terrible, yeah.
But at the same time, I'm a free
It's
will
your
guy.
decision.
I'm a
It's
free
your
will guy.
decision.
If you want to do it, that's your fucking life. It's like I'm not one of these people who wants to tell people how to live their lives.
No, yeah.
Except
Totally,
like,
no.
except when Hassan doesn't want to come on my podcast because he's a fucking pussy. Fuck that kid.
Fuck you, Hassan.
Yeah, fuck you, Hassan. Fuck puss.
You're really all about doxing people on this podcast. Doesn't matter. It's like naming people and like having people go on witch hunts for people.
Doxing's when you fake shit.
Is it? I didn't think it was.
Doxing means like you say that
Oh.
like you like where it's like it'd be like if I was like, look at this video of man kicking woman off a cliff, and it's like literally just like two totally separate clips that make no sense, and it's like this guy and this it's like say it's like one clip is like this
Okay.
dude like making out with a girl in a romantic scene, and then it's like I just put a clip on it, attach it at the end of like a girl falling off a cliff. I'm like, look, he did it.
Oh my god. All right, fine. I thought doxing was like calling someone out online and then like.
I'm all for calling people
All right, never
out.
mind.
Just know anything.
Well, not even just like name dropping and then like.
I mean, who do you want? Yeah, I mean, I'll
Having-
let it all out. Let's just fucking
I
scroll
don't
on my
know.
text
Yeah.
messages. Why don't we?
Every conversation from the
let's
last week.
Fucking do it. I don't really. I'm not.
God.
People don't really text me, to be honest with you. I'm kind of a fucking loser. Maybe people
Drop
just
your number
know.
then.
Maybe people just know. I'm not fucking gonna drop my number so some fucking lunatic can text me and call me a cunt.
Here, I got you.
You're a fucking.
I'll drop it. Here, all right, Tommy. Text
Okay,
him.
so I hope you know that
Send
I'm
him some
gonna
raunchy
keep that.
pictures.
I'm literally
You're gonna cut
keep,
that. You're gonna cut that one.
Well, no, yeah, like I don't think you. You said this beforehand before we started the show. Like I hope you know, like I have total ability to just be like, that clip didn't happen.
I know. I know. Yeah, you can totally just cut it all out.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
Like,
Photoshop
I
your
know.
number
So that
instead.
No.
So
What,
people
like
call
a
you.
a clip of your number?
No, well, I'm just gonna take.
Oh man, that's
I'm just
bad.
gonna take. I'm just gonna like cut that, and then I'll put on like the bottom of the screen. I'll put like in font. And he's like, "This is what he said. He said call this number."
Call this number.
So people call you instead. Or, maybe I'll put Hassan's number. Fuck that kid.
Hassan's number.
Fucking I don't know. Is his
Goddamn.
name even Hassan? I don't even know. I could be fucking it up.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
I think it's Hassan. Fuck you, Hassan.
Jeez.
Yeah, but he. I actually kind of want to. Oh, I don't have. Oh, you know what? I can go on Facebook and pull it up really quick. Let's find out what. Like, this is all public information. Maybe this is why people don't text me because they know that I'm going to take off-air conversations and bring them onto the air. So just know, if you text me and you think something is secret, it's not. I will be talking. I will be talking about it the following Monday.
It's coming up. It's coming up.
Yeah, I will be talking about it the following Monday if you text me anything halfway interesting. If you're a bore, that's fine too. Then we'll ignore you. Don't worry. Let's see if I can find what this kid had to say.
God damn.
Paul, why don't you fucking stall for like 30 seconds? Just try to be entertaining for like 10 seconds.
What? All right.
You're
Let's
failing
think.
miserably already.
I know, man. I'm trying to think. I didn't come in with any topics, to talk about. Oh, I did hear that, Marcus Smart, he Coach K really liked him for the U.S.
sports show.
All right. Well, one day when I'm on the Celtics and I'm in, or no, a team with cooler jerseys. Let's say I'm on like the
cooler jerseys. That was like the way to do it back in the day. Like
right,
you were like a kid on like 2K. That's all you cared about. They're like, what's your favorite team? You just picked the best jersey that you wanted to wear.
That's fair. No, so let's say I'm on the Denver Nuggets and I'm wearing a throwback jersey with like the Rainbow Mountains on it because those things were sick. So I'm wearing a throwback jersey and I like get called up to like the starting lineup. And everyone's chanting my name. All right, I don't know where I'm going with this. Just cut it out.
This is the worst fucking segment ever. This is the worst fucking segment ever. Like, you actually belong on radio. Like, you fit perfect.
I belong on radio?
Yeah.
That's fair. I don't want to belong on radio.
No, I'm just saying you can do it because you literally that's what you do is just go on air and you can just pull off one of them fake voices.
You just bullshit the entire time?
Fuck yeah.
I wish you wouldn't bring that up anymore. I just wish.
Now, I hope you know that I'm going to keep bringing it up now that you say that you don't want me to bring it up. Because you don't want me to bring it up, that means that I'm going to take that conversation and highlight it. I'm going to make it the pinnacle of this podcast.
That's going to be
the
like
first clip that I post on Monday
the thumbnail
of me dicking somebody, another man down and jizzing on somebody's face.
Oh God.
What's the worst image, that or Trump and Melania fucking from earlier?
I don't really know. They're both pretty bad. They're both something that I'm trying to like actively not imagine. So
I think Hassan is a total pussy. Because I think he deleted this comment because I can't find it anywhere. We're going back. Well, I don't think it's.
I don't know, man.
I don't see it anywhere. I think he fucking deleted his comments. What a fucking pussy.
That sucks. I know. I forgot what you were doing. I was like, wait, what are you doing? That you want me to like I'm trying to waste time?
Lord knows I had to save your stall because that was the worst stall of all time.
Dude, I don't know what I don't know how to stall. Like, this is like the first podcast I've ever been on.
Let's see. This might be it. Nope. So this is just somebody commented on my Instagram thing about Anderson Cooper. He said Anderson Cooper's so racist that his hair turned white. I thought that was pretty funny, but yeah, no, Hassan deleted his comments. Lord knows he can't have those opinions out in the air on like a Facebook page called Uncensored DJ. He can't actually have.
I know, yeah.
The people at his work are so intrigued with what he's doing. They're actually checking to see every single thing that he comments on. That's actually what they do. They don't actually watch security cameras.
He's important. It's Hassan, dude. I know Hassan. I knew who he was before you even mentioned him.
I mean, if Hassan were to walk down the street, they ought to block it out. I mean, he's one of those people that he gets like a police escort everywhere.
I have known who he was.
Just because they actually just give him a police escort just in case he decides to bless everybody with his opinion. They need to have cameras ready, stop the fucking place down, because it's the big fucking day when Hassan wants to speak.
Yeah, they pull out a podium whenever he says something, like even if it's just a small conversation.
Yeah,
they have
he starts every press conference with, "Hey, I work for a nonprofit, so this might be a little edgy."
Oh my God.
but like, and I really don't want to get fired. And like, literally, while this is live, like, literally, not a single soul is listening.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's funny. Goddamn, Hassan.
I could tell how hilarious that was by you just saying, "Wow, man, that's hilarious."
That's like when you send someone a meme and then they're just like, "Haha, I'm dying," and it's literally them just like, "Wow."
Yeah, it's a pathetic existence. Like, it's one of those things where people will be like, "Haha, that's crazy."
I know.
That's the big one nowadays.
Dude, that's nuts. Oh my God.
Let's see if I can find examples of me doing that with you. Let's find some more off-air conversations I can bring onto the air.
Oh God. I don't think I've sent you a meme or you've sent me, because before I hit you up to hang out. Like, I hadn't like texted you since like October or something.
Yeah, we don't really have anything interesting. I'd have to do it with somebody else. You know what I want to do? Is I want to go through like my camera roll. Maybe I'll do this in another episode. It'd be fucking hilarious. And like, I want to go through my camera roll and find like old pictures that like I have with people and just annihilate my own existence.
Oh God,
that'd be funny.
Yeah, I know on my old Facebook I used to have like a ton of like bad pictures of you, but then I deleted it because like
I don't even mean. I had. Go ahead.
No, I said like last summer like. My girlfriend and like my cousins were on my Facebook, like, trolling it to see if they could find some bad stuff. And like when I was in like middle school, dude, I would post the dumbest shit. Like literally, like I would be like, today was like AIDS or something like that. That would be my status update. Or like I'd be like, when I moved to Mattapoisett, I was literally like, from this day forth, I'll spread diabetes and AIDS to ORR. Like, who the fuck says that? So like I was like, and there's more like there was more just garbage.
Yeah,
that I just would post on Facebook. So I just deleted the entire thing because I couldn't figure out how to delete comments and stuff. So I was just like, it's time to die.
That's like almost 10 years old now, though, isn't it? Or like 8 years old. I'm talking about even like pictures I took like 2 years ago when I had half a fucking brain, and like I'm be like, why? What did you see here that you thought this was a good idea? like what face are you trying to make? Why are you holding up, like, when I used to take pictures of my buddy with like we like play basketball, everybody like holds up like the threes. Those like, you know, like just last thing. You're like, what the fuck are you doing, you faggot?
We're in a gang.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like odds are if you shot 10 threes, you'd make 2. Like put the fucking 3 thing down. You fucking suck at basketball. But I think that'll wrap up the show for the 19th time. I think we said that about 10 times.
I know. Yeah, it's been said at least 5 or 6 times.
Congratulations, we're on episode 4, and this is the longest podcast of all time. So you didn't have much of a standard to beat. But
how long are they usually?
Like 30 minutes.
How long are they usually?
Like 30 minutes.
Okay, this one was at least an hour, and you have another segment to do. So
it's an hour and 18 minutes is what my recorder says.
That's long. I know. I can't.
Fucking dickweed. Do you know how long this is gonna take to edit?
A long time.
Yeah, it's gonna like I'm only gonna have to. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm gonna shoot a show next Monday. I'm just gonna re-air this.
You're just gonna re-air this?
Yeah, I'm just gonna re-air this. You know what sucks?
Cut it into 2 episodes.
Oh, that's a fucking great idea.
Yeah, just do that.
Oh, you fucking genius.
I mean,
I'll do
half of it like devolved into us just talking about random stuff, but like
that's what people want to hear. Like people don't want to hear like, a fucking survey from Georgia that says, "Well, 42% of people drink red wine on Tuesday night." They'd rather hear me.
Berlots.
I think they'd rather hear me talking about fucking climaxing on somebody's face.
All right, that's enough. I think that's it.
I think we'll end with that.
I'm gonna go.
Just call.
I'm gonna go.
No, we'll divide the podcast into 2 episodes, right? We'll do it right when the call dropped versus when the call came back in.
Yeah, let's do it. Look, I updated an emotion. I guess you can do that on this, and it's me crying because you keep saying that. If you go to like the chat bubble, I keep like pressing emoticons.
Hold on, let me.
And it shows that I'm crying.
I want to screen record that. Can I screen record? I don't think I can. Maybe I'll do it.
It shows that I'm crying.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Let me see if I can turn my laptop around.
So this is me every time Tommy talks about doing that stuff. I just get really sad.
That which can't be named.
I'm crying in the club right now.
Like Hassan, you can't talk about issues that freak you out, I guess.
Oh my God.
You're a little too controversial.
Little too. I'm crazy.
I think we ought to have a Hassan show.
I'm just random, dude. Like, you can't stop me.
No, I think we'd rather just...
I'm just so controversial.
I think we ought to have a Hassan show.
Do it. You gotta get him on.
No, fuck, I don't want him on. No, fuck him. I don't want him on anymore. Just to roast his existence. You should just rename the podcast to like I hate Hassan, like whatever his last name is. I'm gonna catch a fucking bullying charge for that. I think I'm good with that. I think I'm good with that. Maybe we just find some old Facebook pictures or something like that and be like, oh, Hassan, this is what you're doing in 2012, huh?
All right, man. I'm gonna get going. Pleasure being on the show.
That was your same exit as before. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
All right. It's been a fucking pleasure. All right, episode 4 is in the books. Thank you so much, Paul, for coming on. I appreciate it. And,
thank you for having me. Yeah.
Thank you for having me. He's like, can I just fucking end this?
Yeah,
He's like, can I go
my
back
pleasure. My pleasure.
He's like, can I just go back to like fucking normal life? He's like, never have me on this show again. Kid told me it would take 20 minutes. It took me an hour and 20 minutes. He's like, this fucking kid just took up an hour of my life with some fucking shitty thing that nobody's gonna listen to.
I'm about to go work out, so that's probably that's probably what I'm about to do.
You got a barbecue at 3 o'clock, don't you?
I do, yeah. So I was gonna shave though. So I'm gonna shower again. I went for breakfast this morning. Probably gonna work out and then go to the barbecue.
All right, episode 4. Thanks so much, Paul.
Yeah, no problem. See you, dude.
Take it easy, brother.
You too. My pleasure.
My pleasure.